Mic check, Rusty. Mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear him?
Mic check. Coming in. Coming one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming to you live from Fort Dodge, Iowa. Hello, mic check. Can you hear me, Rusty? All right, 10-4. Oh! Are we live?
Are we live?
Good morning, Triton fans and all rugby lovers alike. We are here in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Partly cloudy, 60 degrees. If you've played, you know this is perfect conditions. Winds at a minimal. We got your Iowa Central Community College Triton rugby program taking on the Iowa State Cyclones coming to town. Quite the matchup. Iowa Central got the advantage earlier in the season with COVID. There hasn't been much rugby, to be honest, but these two teams have been working their tails off, following precautions, staying masked up, doing everything they need to do to be able to be here today to put it all on the line for your entertainment. So without further ado, let's get your starting lineups here. Starting out with Iowa State's starting lineup is playing loose head prop, Carnes. Hooker, Drake. Tight head prop, Brennicky. Playing lock, number 4, Geisert. Number 5 is Ivan, sorry. Number 6 is Grubb. 7 is Altoff. Running out at 8-man is Hall. Scrum half for the Cyclones today is Huffman. Playing fly half is Belling. Coming in at number 11 winger, Cahill. Stepping up for inside center today is Gomez. And the 1-2 punch there for number 13 is Sanderson. Coming in at 14 for the wing is Cummings, and your fly half to start things off is McGuffin. That was the Iowa State lineup. And for your Tritons, Lane Prusner getting his first captaincy today. He's going to start it off for the Tritons. And he will also be playing tight head prop. Coming in at number 1, loose head prop, James Kua Iwinui. I apologize if I butchered that. There are a lot of vowels. And try to get that right. Number 2 is Colin Butin. Coming in at number 3 again is Lane Prusner. Number 4 is Nathan Cox. Playing number 5, Philip Woodhouse. Number 6 for today is... I'm actually not sure. I apologize. I'm trying to figure that out right now. Who is stepping in at number 6? Looks like Alex Ballas coming in at number 6, playing flank. Number 7 is Dakota Southworth. Coming in at number 8, Mauricio Cummings. Stepping on number 9, Elijah Valle. Number 10 is Aiden Farrell. Number 11, Xavier Ellis. Number 12 is Herbert Evans. 13 is going to be Ray Kyle. Number 14, Tony Robinson. And number 15, taking a step back to the fly half position, is Hayden DeTige. We're about a minute from kickoff here. Fans in the stands, social distancing, masked up. We love to see it. This is the first side match. Kickoff here at about 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Second side match will be to follow. Lots of rugby to enjoy today on this channel. Looks like Iowa State set to receive. And Iowa Central Tritons will be kicking off. And it's going to be Matthew Rico on the whistle, main field for this A-side match. Shout out to our referees. We do have proper ARs today, so they will be having their input on calls if necessary. Just about ready for kickoff here. Almost had it. Need to fix the clock. We will be set to go. The anticipation is tremendous for this matchup.
I see. Cut it with a knife, Dan. Cut it with a knife, baby. Let's go. All day long. Come on, boy. Time for breakfast, Chuck. Let's go eat. Let's go eat. I don't want anybody touching this fucking ever.
And we are off. Hitting a tease with the kickoff. Low liner received well by Iowa State. First contact, James there. Second contact coming in was Alex Ballas, making that proper tackle. Iowa Central ready for that inside ball, and it's stripped out. Advantage after the knock. Lane Pruser gets it out. It's in the hands of Aiden Farrell. And he's going to lose that. We're going to go back to the original knock. No advantage gain, says the sir. Scrum down awarded to Iowa Central.
Big scrum, Blue. Let's go, boys. Keep it simple, yeah?
Solid scrum from the Tritons. Iowa State getting stood up. That ball's going to get out into the hands off a bounce to Herbert Evans. He gets it to Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis running hard, but a great tackle on the outside by the winger for Iowa State, and it's going to be a line out awarded to the Cyclones.
All right, Zay, next time, baby, next time. Eli, take a breath, yeah? Next one, Eli, next one. Let's go, Chuck!
Iowa State's running a four-man. Ball is out. Iowa State ran a four-man. Iowa Central had 5 out there, it looked like. No call made. Nice grab there by a tight head prop. He had an amazing game last time these two teams matched up. Looks like it's going to be a not releasing against Iowa State. Penalty awarded to the Tritons. See what the call is here. A decision made. Aiden Teej looks like he's going to be kicking for post. Or I apologize, not kicking for post, kicking for touch. Boot makes it with ease. It's going to be a line out to the Tritons, about 15 out. Iowa Central's first offensive line out, and they're going to elect to go with a 5-man. Ball gets there nicely, and it's a maul. Iowa State getting a good stall on that to start out. It's rolling, though. It's rolling. And Elijah gets that ball out. Skip pass out to Herbert Evans. That was Jordan Sanderson on the first rep. Daniel Gomez on the final tackle there. Big 1-2 punch from former Tritons. Nathan Veal with that reception. It's the same combination on the tackle there. Sanderson and Gomez. Ball pops out on the ground. And it's going to be Iowa State ball. And it's a kick over the top. And a chase. Hayden DeTeege does scoop that one up, but not before Brian Belling could get the tackle. Brian Belling, a former Des Moines Rugby Football Club player. Transferred from DMAC to Iowa State and decided to play for the team at Iowa State. He's done a nice job for them so far. Valle to Chris Kerslock. Ray Kyle making one miss, getting wrapped up by another. Triton settling it in here. James K running that one in. Nathan Veal with the offload to the outside of Chris Kerslock. Kerslock running hard. He's taking a few Cyclones with him for a ride there. And it's going to be a quick ball out. Triton's looking to make something happen on the outside. Tony Robinson had a lane, but the said pass went forward to get to him, so it's going to be a scrum down to the Cyclones. Matthew Rico right on the top of the action there. Dakota Southworth stepping off for a blood sub real quick. Maceo Cummings stepping in at flank. And I apologize. I said Maceo Cummings was starting 8-man. It was actually Chris Kerslock stepping in there. Maceo Cummings is going to be a substitution. Getting an early look here. A huge drive from the Tritons, but Cyclones do get it popped out the back, and it's off to the races. Sanderson. I know it's going to rain in a few hours, but that ball looked like it was wet when it came out of his hands. It's going to be a knock on and a scrum down to the Tritons.
Hey, now let's go, baby, let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go, Lane!
Center field scrum. It's going to be split bags for the Tritons. Iowa State to match. Ball came out and stolen quickly by the scrum half. And it's going to be obstruction called. A beautiful play by the Iowa State scrum half there, but the flank flew off and just got in front of him. Hayden DeTeege with the choice here, and his choice is the kick for touch. A very nice kick there. Just out of reach of the Cyclones. It finds touch, and it's going to be a line out to the Tritons.
Be smart, Blue.
Center field and gained about 30 meters on that kick. Nice job there. Philip Woodhouse on the throw. Back throw over the top. Scooped up by the Cyclones. They got the ball out wide, looking to make something happen. Tony Robinson on first contact there. Ball stolen, but it appears the ruck was formed. Herbert Evans saw try eyes, 30 meters and nobody in front of him. Call that one back, though. Kick for touch, finds it easy. Iowa State going 4-man, Iowa Central matches. Ball over the top, scooped up by Nathan Field, tackled nicely right away. And a good look on the outside there from Colin Butin to Alex Ballas. Valle out. Ray Kyle gets it to Hayden DeTige. Nice dummy, keeps it in. Nice tackle by Jordan Sanderson there. Great ruck coming in by the Tritons. Ball secured. Aiden Farrell gets that one to James Kay. He's fighting for every meter. Gets the ball out. Colin Butin. Getting a little scrappy already. Big tackle there by Jordan Sanderson. Penalty advantage to the Tritons. Ball gets out. Herbert Evans gets it wide to Tony Robinson. Tony Robinson looking to make something happen. He is a hard man to get down on the ground. And Iowa Central is powering forward phase after phase right now.
Let's go, James!
Nathan Field securing that one. Aiden Farrell looking to give a pass, but he is wrapped up before that could happen. Colin Butin scoops up that one, drives forward. Ball secured for the Tritons again. Ray Kyle, head of steam. Not held. Sanderson coming in with a nice right hook. Trying to punch that ball out there. This one is going to be a bruiser. Tony Robinson making one miss. He's off. Another step. Hair tie out. Dreads flowing. But not releasing is going to be the call. It's going to be a penalty awarded to Iowa State inside their 22. Blood sub coming back on the dead ball. Maceo coming, stepping off. Did his job while he's on there. Dakota Southworth back in.
Let's go, Chuck!
Front line out to Iowa State there. Dakota Southward just stepped on after Bledsoe, made a nice contact, but it's the tight head prop making waves. And Iowa State off to the races. Got an overload on the outside. Xavier Ellis doing a nice job hunting every player best he can. Ray Kyle coming in to assist there. 14 just fighting for a room to breathe, but ball stripped. James K, and he's going to run hard straight into contact. Stays in bounds, though. Beautiful job. Valle slowing it down, getting everybody settled. Alex Ballas going low and securing the ball. Nice job to keep possession there, not knock that on. Aiden Farrell exploits a gap. Tries to make a step, but the wet field puts him down. An option for Poach there, but that was the tackler. He didn't release, so he let go. And now it's going to be an offsides penalty advantage awarded to Iowa Central. Aiden Farrell gets one into the hands of Dakota Southworth.
Left quick.
Charge down off a potential kick. There was still penalty advantage, though. Nothing gained. Inside the 22, close to center. It looks like they're going to be kicking for post off this one. Try to get some points on the board. Assistant coach Chef Michael, blazing speed to get the tee out there. And it will be Aiden Farrell taking a stab at this one. A nice boot and 3 on the board for the Tritons. First blood has been striked. And that was Aiden Farrell. Aiden Farrell's going to Iowa Central for an AA. He's from De Pere, Wisconsin. Up in Wisconsin, he played for the De Pere Red Dogs and Badger Selects. And since he has been here, he has been an impact player. That is a freshman for the Tritons. Kicking off for the Cyclones will be Jordan Sanderson. Nice high ball over the front row. Gets in the hands of Alex Ballas. He's going to find contact, and that's Daniel Gomez wrapping that one up. This one into the hands of Nathan Veal. Looks for an option. Not there. He's going to keep it and run in. Lane Pruser getting that one and met right away with the hard hit from the loose head prop for the Cyclones. Aiden Farrell kicking over the top again. This one gets back. Nice fight in the air, but Iowa State does recover. And that's the scrum half doing a nice job finishing off, waiting for support. Hard line in, just off the ruck. Another ball at pace, met at the line. That was James K doing a nice job hit there. Chris Kerslock with the assist. Line speed by the defense there is going to make the scrum half keep this one. And a not releasing call. Lane Pruser in quick on the poach. Brian Belling getting called for holding there. Chris Kerslock down. Shoulder injury, it appears. Time off. Chris Kerslock up and at him. He's going to stay in this one after some fine medical treatment from our incredible staff here. Hayden Siege with the kick for touch. He is 3 for 3 on finding it today. That ball goes over the fence here. And it's going to be a line out to the boys in blue.
Here we are again, boys. Here we go. Find the space. Let's go, Ice. Good look, boy. Good look. Let's go.
Looks like a 5-man line out for the Tritons.
Lady of strength.
Nice hands by Dakota Southworth getting that one in. Off to Aiden Farrell, gets it to Chris Kerslock. Offloads to the outside. That's Herbert Evans running hard. Tiny but mighty is Herbert Evans. He's actually not that small. He just looks small next to these props out there. Aiden Farrell out to Ray Kyle, who gets it out to Alex Ballas. Alex Ballas finding a little bit of a lane. James K running hard up the center. Into the hands of Nathan Field, out the back to Herbert Evans. Philip Woodhouse gets it out to Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis looking, and that's going to be it's going to be discussed by the referees. And try awarded, feet stay in. A beautiful line by Xavier Ellis, getting that one dotted down. Overload found and exposed. That is going to be 5 on the board for the Tritons. An option for 2 more coming from Aiden Farrell off the tee. It's going to be a tough kick for him here.
Hey, simple shit works, right? Simple shit works.
And that was Xavier Ellis dotting that one down. He's a fire science major here at Iowa Central. From Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. He did play for the Badger Selects up there. And his talents and hard work up there is translated well for the Tritons. Aiden Farrell with a big kick ahead of him. Well, it's got the height, but does not quite get there. A little to the right. (8-0) is the tally here. About 19 left in this first half, so a little over halfway through it. Cyclone set to kick off again. Don't let that score on the board. I apologize, guys. Don't let that score fool you. Iowa State is a tough, scrappy team, and they're never out of it until the final whistle blows. Count on this one being a barn burner. Nice high ball by Jordan Sanderson there. Goes about 11. Nathan Field going up and getting it. James K on the lift there. Chris Kerslock gets the offload out to Colin Butin. Colin Butin running straight forward. And Farrell gets that out to Nathan Veal. Wrapped up well by the wing for Iowa State. Number 14's been busy out here today. And it's going to be an offsides penalty against Iowa State again. Dakota Southworth rambling forward there. Penalty advantage for the Tritons. Kick over the top. Tony Robinson on the hunt. Iowa State had 3 guys going up for it. No advantage gained. And it's going to be a back 10 for Iowa State. Bring it back. Hayden Detige is going to kick for touch again. The little bit of gust that there is in his favor for these kicks so far. And we're going to find touch again. Five in for blue on this line out. Philip Woodhouse on the throw. Ball to the back. Nathan Veal taking off the top. Valle gets it to Farrell. Farrell gets it to Kerslock. Ray Kyle making a step, gaining meters. Fair play, ball released. Almost a poach there by Iowa State. They are getting their hands in quick. Farrell gets this one to Lane Prusner. A nice Lane jersey wrap up there by one of the props. I believe that was a number 3. Hard rucks on both sides today. Ooh, almost a strip there. Veal does hold on. And it's going to be holding on a little too long, even on the ground there. Quick poach by Iowa State. And it's going to be a kick for touch coming from the Cyclones. A big boot. It's going to get him about 30 meters on the kick there. Iowa State taking a little bit of time here to discuss their lineout options. Looking more like a court session at this moment. Looks like 6 in for Iowa State. Iowa Central to match. Front throw with a maul. Ball gets out. Belling gets this one out to Gomez. Gomez looking for a gap. Gets it over the top to Jordan Sanderson. Sanderson trying to get a pass out wide. Ball pops out, and it's going to be scooped up by Hayden Detige, it looks. Ball getting settled. And it looked like that pass that went wild was a pass that bounced off the body of an Iowa Central is going to be the call. And it's going to be a knock on Iowa Central and a scrum down to the Cyclones.
Big scrum! Let's go! Let's go, boys!
Not too many scrums today.
Come on, Lane!
Want to put money on it? Have them race after. Big push from the Tritons. Ball staying in, getting to the... A drive straight, not holding the scrum proper by Iowa State, and it's going to be a penalty to the boys in blue. And they are hyped up. Captain Lane Prusner sitting at the front of that line. Tight head prop. And it's going to be a kick for touch from Hayden Detige here. Lane Prusner was an All-American last year. He is going to Iowa Central for engineering. And he was on the selected the U20s All-American. And apparently he really likes drinking Monster and riding dirt bikes. So that's probably why he's so jacked up today. And Iowa Central like that scrum so much that they're going to elect to go for a scrum off a penalty here and spread the field. Going to be a reset on the scrum here. Looked like, not sure what the actual call was. It looked like a drag down by the loose. But no call, just a reset. Proper scrum, ball gets out into the hands of Herbert Evans. Out the back, Aiden Farrell with a few options here. He's going to get out to hit it to Teach. He's going to lose it forward and jump on it, kill the play. It's going to be a scrum down to the Cyclones. And so far today, the scrum down for the Cyclones is looking like offense for the Tritons. We'll see how this one turns out. Something went amiss here. We're going to have another reset.
Get some breakfast, baby.
Iowa State makes some adjustments, hold strong in this scrum down. Belling's going to get this one out to Sanderson. Looking for a lane. He's going to get grabbed up by Herbert Evans and put down by Aiden Farrell. Kick over the top by Iowa State. Alex Ballas scoops that one up just in time. Iowa State was right there. Penalty advantage to the Tritons. I'm guessing for the hands in the ruck there. That's when the arm went up. Big rucks all day, offense and defense by both sides. Iowa Central's going to come out on the better side of this one. Nice kick by Dettige. Line out to blue. And Philip Woodhouse with another attempt to throw here. Philip Woodhouse does hail from Harare, Zimbabwe, and is a physiotherapy major here at Iowa Central. He also happens to be famous for curling 85-pound dumbbells and being Chuck's roommate. Over the top, just over the hands. Lane Prusner scoops that one up in the back. Chris Lake doing a nice job settling in. Out to Ray Kyle. Gets it out to Hidden to Teacher. Gets it out to Xavier Ellis, who's running hard. Ball. Touch was called. AR right on top of the action there. Got a nice view. Looks like blood sub back on. That luscious golden mullet for number 7 for Iowa State. A nice line out there by Iowa State. They've set it up with a few front balls. Straight to the back. No real competition back there for them. Jordan Sanderson going in. He's going to be held up. It's going to be a maul. Ball does come out. Oh, player down. I think that might be Brian Belling. Can't confirm that yet.
Colin, good shit.
Hopefully just took a big hit, lost a little wind. We're going to see what the call is. He's up. He's on 2 feet. He appears to be okay enough to stay in the match. The final call is going to be on the hands of head referee for this one. And he says he's good. Ball was stolen, but it looked like the whistle might have been blown beforehand. So it is going to remain in the hands of Iowa State. Big push from the Tritons again, but the ball bought out quickly. And in the hands of the 8-man for Iowa State, wrapped up well. A big, hard run, but a nice tackle there by the forwards for the boys in blue. Belling gets this one out to Gomez. Gomez with the kick over the top. It's going to stay into the hands of Jordan Sanderson. That was a nice kick. Dakota Southworth, blood sub from earlier, or blood injury from earlier. He's going to step off again. Blood coming out. Maceo Cummings stepping back in for him. And into the hands of Maceo Cummings, making an impact right away. Farrell gets this out to Kerslock. Runs hard, put down well by Iowa State. Quick ball out. This one finds ground. Ray Kyle scoops up, gets it to Dettige. A hard tackle there by Daniel Gomez. Into the hands of Maceo Cummings, gets to Nathan Veal. Nathan Veal looking for a gap, and instead he finds defenders. Ball secured, though. A low ball. Butin able to get that one up. Play on in the ruck there, says the sir. And this one's Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis off to the races, looking to stay inside. That was a beautiful tackle by the hooker on the outside, one-on-one with the winger. Farrell to Veal. Veal looking for an outlet. Does get it to Ballas, who gets it to Dettige. Dettige is going to get wrapped up here. Valle to Farrell to Prusner. Off the shoulder of Herbert Evans in the red zone here for Iowa Central. That was a close one. Elijah Valle looking for a gap. Scrummy in. Pick and go there for Maceo Cummings. And it's going to be offsides. Oh, no, that was not offsides. It's going to go back to the penalty advantage. I'm not sure what the original call was. The original call may have been offsides. I'm not entirely sure. I did miss it. I apologize for that. But it will be penalty to blue. The Tej gets about 20 meters for his guys.
Hey, Kenny. What? Fantastic. Trust me. They're going to turn it off.
Middle ball. This one goes over the top. Kerslock running hard to scoop that one up. Find some defenders. Tritons off and marching again. Touch is going to be called out there. The fans are adamant that it stayed in. I'm too far away to say it, but the sir is right on top of it. AR in place as well. It's going to be a line out to Iowa State. Big maul coming.
Come on! Cut it outside his shoulder!
Gomez with the inside ball to a tight head prop there. That was the flanker number 7. Haven't seen too much of him today. He did have a big impact in the first matchup. Gaining some meters there for the Cyclones. That looked like Nathan Veal getting first tackle there on the big tight head prop. A little miscommunication there, but ball still secured. Jordan Sanderson with the dummy and the wrap up by the Aiden Farrell there, finished off by Maceo Cummings. Kick over the top. A nice friendly bounce, but it does hand into the hands of Ray Kyle. Ray Kyle gets a nice offload out the backside there to Herbert Evans, who gets it off to Xavier Ellis. He's off to the races. He's still running, not touched. It is the fullback for the Cyclones. Finally get him down, but not before damage was done inside the 22. And a wide ball to Colin Butin there. Field is spread. Aiden Farrell gets it off to Lane Prusen, who gets it out wide to Tony Robinson, who gets a quick ball out. And there's nobody out there. Easy slide in for Phillip Woodhouse. And that's going to be a try-time, try-ins. Just seconds before the end of the second half. Man down for Tritons, though. Looks like Lane Prusen laying. Just a reminder that the sir does carry official time. The clock did go off, but we'll see what Matthew Rico has to say about the official. Lane Prusen is up and moving. Seems to be okay. He's going to jog it to the sideline. Got that low ball, stood up, and I think he got hit hard in the gut. Conversion attempt coming. Another difficult one for him. Better angle, not quite the distance. That is a tough kick. And then we are going to be headed to halftime here. Your Tritons are up 13-0, but this match is far from over. 40 in, 40 to go. Again, a big matchup here. Iowa State and Iowa Central are two of the only teams at this level that are able to get a match in following precautions and protocols. We are blessed with the lighter restrictions in the state of Iowa to make this possible. The Rugby Union in Iowa has done a great job with precautions and protocols, same with the Midwest Rugby Union. And we are grateful for the opportunity. We are also incredibly blessed with the facilities here. Iowa Central Community College has done a great job buying in and backing behind this program to make it what it is. Officially starting off in 2016, this program has had quite a lot of success, and that would not have been possible without the amazing coaching staff, the backing of the school, as well as strength and conditioning, athletic trainers. And we were just ever so blessed here. So huge shout out to them, as well as our sponsors and people who have supported us from this community. Too many to even count or name, but they have done wonders for us, and we are so thankful. It gives us the opportunity to bring in students, give them a top-level college playing experience, play against high-quality teams. And yeah, we were just so thankful. I can't say that enough. Speaking of those students, let's highlight a few of them here. Alex Ballas, you've heard his name a lot. He hails from Delavan, Wisconsin, majoring in carpentry. And he did play for the Chargers Rugby Football Club before. Great to have him here. He's playing number 6 for flank for the Iowa Central Tritons. Done a nice job. He is another freshman. We've got a lot of these freshmen on this list here. Another one of those is Colin Butin. He's majoring in diesel tech, and he does come from New Holstein, Wisconsin. He was a high school All-American, also played for the Chargers Rugby Football Club. Those two guys, starting today in this matchup, came in, took starting positions almost right away. Have done a very good job. Another one of those freshmen is Xavier Ellis. You just heard him. He's playing out on the wing today. I apologize. He's a fire science major. He is from the Fond du Lac area. Played for the Badger Selects up in Wisconsin. Another freshman coming in is Herbert Evans. He's a business major. He played for Monument in South Africa, and as well as the Dallas Harlequins. He's been playing rugby for about 15 years. Where he hails from, they do start at a very young age, and his skill level is and knowledge of the game, awareness on the field has been translated with growing up in the rugby mentality. Another one of those freshmen is Aiden Farrell, Perry, Wisconsin. Did play for the Red Dogs and the Badger Selects up there. He's just going for a general AA here at Iowa Central. And I apologize, I might butcher his name again, but James Kua-Iwi Nui? I apologize, I'm trying to get that right. He is a fire science major here. He's playing loose head prop today. Had a lot of big hits, nice carries, just good ball security. He hails from Tacoma, Washington. and he came here from Tacoma with Ray Kyle Taisagu. He's out here playing center, and Ray Kyle is an electrical mechanical tech major here at Iowa Central. A lot of these guys coming in are looking at those 2-year degrees, kind of like that, specialty degrees that Iowa Central is known for, and it gives an opportunity to guys that wouldn't really go to another school because it's not their major to still play at the high level that we do here. Very blessed with those options. He does originally hail from Guam. Ray Kyle does. That has been a nice 1-2 punch by those guys. And another freshman coming in, Elijah Valle, done a beautiful job, stepped up, lost our scrum half after last year. As you know, we've been pretty blessed with scrum halves here at Iowa Central, from Richard Felton, who plays down at Lindenwood, to Pierre Wansbury, who's playing for Life right now. Just absolutely absolutely blessed with scrum halves here at Iowa Central, and now Elijah Valle is stepping up, filling in some big shoes. That's a spotlight on just a few of our freshmen that have made some major impacts here. But back to the action, Iowa Central looks like they're set to receive. (13-0) is the tally.
Go hunting, Maceo!
I can help if he needs. I can't get down to help him though. Time on, says the sir. Kickoff by Jordan Sanderson. Received well by Alex Ballas, who gets it to Aiden Farrell. Ray Kyle offloads that one out to Xavier Ellis, and it's going to be ruck on the outside. Field spread here. Valle gets it to Southworth, also known as Chuck. The tease to Veal. Ball almost stolen straight out of there, but that is going to create a gap. Colin Butin running hard. Defense got in the way, but not for long. He's going to get it out to midfield before he gets tackled. Look, that was Philip Woodhouse who took that one and got about 9 meters. Nathan Veal offload to the inside. Maceo Cummings. Cummings doing a nice job settling in there. Out to the hands of Lane Prusner. Gets it to Ray Kyle. Out to Alex Ballas. And that's going to be a tap touch. Xavier Ellis off to the races. One of the fastest men on the field. And he's going to dot this one down in for a try. Frustration coming in. Iowa State's feeling that was a forward pass. It was really close. I don't think – it looked like it went straight sideways off the tap touch, but not entirely sure. They're calling for a forward pass. The server was right behind it. He made no call, and it's going to end up in a try time for the Tritons. A quick 5 on the board here in the first half, and this one's going to be centered. Boot coming. And that was Aiden Farrell putting another 2 on the board for the Tritons. Tally's looking 20-0.
Hey, let's go, boys.
Should have probably broke this down in the first half for those of you that might be unfamiliar. A few rules. To score, you have to apply pressure from your body to the ball to the ground. And that's worth 5 points. That's what he did. And it's not when you cross the line, it's when you do dot down. So the ball was centered, which means the kick came from center straight out, perpendicular from the try line. You can go as far out or as close as you want, but you do have to stay on the line where it was scored. And that is worth 2 for the conversion there. And that's what got our total here to 20-0. A nice high kick from Jordan Sanderson, but it only goes about 8.
Big scrum now, Lane. Big scrum, baby. Why are we not going deep? Let's go. Why? Let's go, nice and low. Big scrum, James. Hey, Herb, Tony wants some lunch. Tony wants lunch. Let's go.
So if the ball does not go 10, there are a couple options. Here. One of those is to have a scrum down at center, and it would be to the defense. Another option would be have for a re-kick, which isn't too common, but it is possible. Typically the scrum is chosen, and a scrum was chosen here. Elijah Valle gets this ball to Aiden Farrell, who gets it off to Tony Robinson, who gets absolutely just clothesline, ripped his head off. I'm not sure what happened there. I'd be shocked if there isn't at least a yellow. Tony Robinson. I don't know if that was yellow or red. That was a yellow. That's going to be 10 minutes off. Iowa State's going to have a one-man advantage for the next 10 minutes, but what an aggressive, unnecessary wrap around the freaking skull there. I'm not sure what was choosing there. I don't know if he's trying to come out and make a statement or what he was thinking, but yeah. Oof. Tony Robinson up and moving. He's going to get some tissue, stop the bleeding in his nose. And at the end of this, it's going to be a straight arm in favor of the Tritons. Hayden Teach probably going to kick for touch here. Another nice kick just outside the 22, Triton line out.
Get him again, Tony. Let's get him again.
Looks like a 6-man line out for the Tritons here. That's going to be a front throw to James K. Wrapped up well, read well by Iowa State. Nathan Veal running hard. Good line speed by the Cyclones on defense. They're going to wrap up the fly half, get him down. James K. fighting for every meter. As James K. stepping to the inside, he's going to get wrapped up. Iowa State reading these pods well. This one's going to go out the back to Herbert Evans, who's going to just keep it and take it into contact. Not held. Referee's right on top of this one. Dakota Southworth, also known as Chuck, running hard on that one. Lane Prusner, Chuck's roommate, getting this ball out the back, gets it to Ray Kyle. He gets out to Philip Woodhouse. He's got Tony Robinson on his right and a lane in his sight. He's running hard. Try scored. He's going to fight for every inch and get it. 5 on the board. A beautiful run by Philip Woodhouse there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a lock, but he plays like a flank. Runs well like an 8-man and scores like a fly. Those are tornado sirens. Yes, it's cloudy. Yes, it's going to rain, but it is just noon in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Testing them out, making sure the city stays safe. Apologize if the sound's a little overwhelming on the microphone here. Should be over shortly. Aiden Farrell has had a lot of tough conversions in front of him today. 2 from inside the 5-meter channel and 1 from just outside of it. This one does go wide left.
Sir, what's the time on the card?
You got 5 minutes left.
You got it?
Conversion unsuccessful. It's going to be 25-0. Sanderson sets a kick off. See where this one gets kicked to. A little bit deeper on this kick. Nathan Veal going back to grab it. Calls out a guy and runs straight at him. Big Chuck running hard, gets a stiff arm in. It's going to create an extra 5 meters after contact. Good work there. Farrell gets this one to James K. James K looking for the lane on the inside. Nice wrap-up tackle there by the early substitution. Into the hands of Ray Kyle. He's going to get this one settled. Ball pops out, and it's going to be a knock forward. Tight head prop on the run. And it will be a knock-on advantage to Iowa State. It's off to the races. Herbert Evans running. Big 8-man for Iowa State. That's going to be a knock. Iowa State advantage with the knock. It's going to be a scrum down to Iowa State. Just to remember, a scrum advantage can be kicked away. A penalty advantage can't. So when the kick was up here and it was kicked backwards, it was a play on penalty or advantage killed. Then it's going to be a knock-on by Iowa State down there. I apologize. A knock-on by Iowa Central. And a advantage killed. So it will be a scrum down to Iowa State on the 5-meter line. It's going to be a short arm against Iowa Central. Now, a short arm penalty. Tap and go is one of the options. That was chosen. Looking to go an attempted kick through, and it kind of just looks like soccer out here right now. I don't think there's any advantage, so play on. Ray Nick on that tackle. It's behind 22. Scooped up well by Tony Robinson. Robinson looking for some support, running fast. He's going to get this one out wide. It's going to be picked off by Iowa State. And Iowa State looking to get something going here. Another kick, just an overhead. 3 Iowa Central guys fight for it. And it goes off the hands of a Triton player, in forward, picked up by Cole Faust. And so it's going to be knocked forward, received by a Triton player, so it's going to be a penalty against. It's pretty much going to be, it's going to be an offsides is what it's going to be. Offsides off a kick was the final call there. Either way, it was a kick for touch. Sub coming on. Apologize for a little bit of confusion there. That was a great call by Matthew Rico. Played it exactly as it should have been. But at the end of this, it's going to be a line out to Iowa State. A nice throw and a nice reception over the top there. Jordan Sanderson catching that one on his back foot. He's just going to have to run into contact with it just to settle it. Looking for a lane. Ray Nick wraps him up, gets him down finally. Big tackle there on the big man. That was Nathan Veal wrapping him up. Clean poach by Maceo Cummings, says the sir. Ray Nick's limping, but that's a tough kid out there. Hayden DeTige kicking again for touch. Ray Nick getting subbed in at a little after halftime. Got rolled up in a ruck. Limping off. It's a shame. It's always awful when you lose a mullet like that off the pitch. So it's going to be a line out here to the boys in blue. An attempted front call to Lane Prusiner, who was not really ready for that one. Bounces off his shoulder. It's going to go to the 8-man for Iowa State. And Cyclones have another opportunity here in Triton territory. Big clean out there by the number 1 prop for Iowa State. Nice job. Sanderson with the high ball, just trying to make something happen. Gets away from Ray Kyle, gets the ball out for a run on the outside. Iowa State keeping it in. And then finally it goes into touch, says the AR. Shouts to these ARs. They've done an incredible job on the sidelines today. Right on top of the action. and it will be a line-out Tritons.
Go blue! Do what you do. Those palms up! Those palms up!
Hold Iowa.
Ball gets into the hands of Chuck. Little aggression here. Scrappy game. Whistle blown. Whistle blown. Tackle continue for another 5 or 6 seconds. A lot of frustration out there. At the end of it, it will be, I believe, a scrum down to Iowa State here. Oh.
Like I said, they got to hold the push.
There was no set on set. Blue falls forward. Just going to be a reset here on the scrum.
They have to participate in the scrum.
Push comes together nicely. Scrum is settled. And then settled on their faces. And it's going to be a straight arm penalty to Iowa State. Looking to get something going on the outside. Tony Robinson getting the tackle in. Hayden DeTige holding him down. But Iowa State is charging 10 meters out. Sanderson gets one off to the lock. That's a tight head prop. Running hard, wrapped up by the other tight head prop, Lane Pruser. Looks like hands in the ruck is the call. It's going to be a straight arm penalty awarded to Iowa State. Tap and go, and none other than the tight head prop for Iowa State. Running hard into that one. Tackle not held. He's up and charging again. Does get wrapped up eventually. And it's the loose head prop. He's going to get this one in. That's a 5 on the board for Iowa State. Big try awarded for the forwards there. They've been running headstrong all day. I believe that was a loose head, finding just a little bit of a gap and getting it squeezed in. Halfway through the second, score is going to be 25-5, pending conversion attempt. Missed just right, an early charge. He did kind of put his foot forward. I think he was just kicking the grass off or something. So he didn't get a re-kick for that. Charge was called dead. Second kickoff of the day for Iowa Central. It's going to be Hayden DeTige. Wide low liner 8-man for Iowa State, doing a great job reeling that one in with pressure coming. Iowa Central hit him just as feet hit ground. Ball kicked out. Ball's on the ground. Not 100% on the call. I think it was tackle made, not placed on the ground. Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. All I know is it's an Iowa Central scrum down. Big scrum there for Tritons. Ball's in the hands of Herbert Evans with a lot of green grass. Gets this one out to Hayden to Teach, who gets it to Xavier Ellis. Xavier Ellis on the outside. He's already broken away for one today, almost two. Little scrappy in the ruck there by Iowa State. Iowa Central answered nicely with the clean out. And that one's going to be squashed. Back to the action. Oh, maybe it's not settled. Yeah, not settled at all. We're going to get a yellow card here on somebody. Yellow card on somebody. I'm not sure. Waiting to see the final outcome of this. It looks like it might be the 8-man for Iowa State getting yellowed. Or maybe it's the fellow walking towards us. That would have made more sense. We'll get a number for you here. It looks like the big lock for Iowa State is going to be the one receiving the card. Conversation's going about. Has been a scrappy game all day in the tackle zone and the rucks. Two very strong forward packs here. It's going to be a lot of battling back and forth. And tensions rose a little bit more on that one. But looks like it's going to be settled. Finish this game out. Got about 15, 16 minutes left in it. Little conversation amongst teams from their captains, and we should be ready and set to get back to action. My assumption is it's going to be a penalty awarded to Iowa Central after all of this. And Aiden Farrell with the chance to put this one to a 4-score matchup. Now this is a penalty kick attempt. For those of you unfamiliar, if the ball does not go through the uprights or go out of the field of play, it is a live ball. That accounts if it bounces off the post. It is live. It is completely live. So look for 3 points to go on the board for the Tritons. We're going to go 28-5. And Iowa Central set to receive after scoring.
Ballas, Maceo, let's go. Get after that.
Kick off by Jordan Sanderson into the hands of Alex Ballas. Wrapped up well in the open field there. Chuck looking for an outside shoulder.
Let's go, Lane. Oh, off his feet. Off his feet.
A good poach attempt, but he does leave his feet there. Flanker for Iowa State. He did have hands on, but a fall forward, and it's going to be a penalty awarded to Blue.
Let's go, Tony. Big chase. Big chase, Tony. Aiden, good kick here, man. Good kicker.
Hitting the tees with a nice boot. He is perfect on finding touch today.
Double door. Oh, switch a lane.
Looks like a seven-man line out for the boys in blue. No contest.
Quick.
Ray Kyle breaking one tackle. He's got the ball to Herbert Evans, who gets it out to Xavier Ellis. And it looks like a penalty advantage to the Tritons. Probably a high tackle that came in there. Ball in the hands of Nathan Veal. He gets it out to, that looks like Gus Sokol. He's going to be held up so far. They're going to need to get something coming out of this. Drive that maul or something. I apologize. It was not a high tackle. It was actually an obstruction. Was that what he called? Maybe it was a high tackle. Honestly, I don't know what the call was, but I know it's a back 10 against Iowa State. Is that obstruction on the defense? Just outside the 5-meter mark here. It's going to be a line out to the Tritons. See what they elect to go for on a call here. A back throw, held in the air, brought down for a maul, and the Tritons are driving. See if Iowa State can find an answer to force them to get this ball out. Ball does go down, and it's going to be a pick and go for the Tritons. And that's Gus Sokol breaking the first tackle, getting a try in. Nice job there. I believe he is stepped in as a prop. Gus Sokol played a little bit of wing last year, a little bit of lock, a little bit of flank, 8-man. And today he is stepping in to take position as a prop. Doing a nice job all over the pitch. Five on the board, puts it up to 33-5. Pending conversion attempt here. We got some time while he's setting up for kick. We're going to highlight a few of our sophomores on this team, starting out with Maceo Cummins. Came on as a sub today. Originally was going to start. Plans changed there. He's majoring in for computer science, hailing from St. Louis, Missouri. This is only his third season playing rugby, and last year he was a part of that D1 AA National Championship squad for Iowa Central. Another one is Hayden Detige, who stepped in at fly half today. He is actually in turf grass management. He did play for the KC Junior Blues. He was a part of that squad last year as well, coming in as a sophomore. I believe that kick was missed, so the score is going to remain 33-5. Another sophomore, Chris Kerslock. You've heard his name a lot today. He's a business management major, hailing from Joburg, South Africa. He's done a great job. And then Ray Nick, who stepped out earlier. He was a sub in the second half. Got rolled up pretty tough. He is a sophomore as well. Mechanical. I apologize. While reading is not my strong suit today, apparently. Tech major. He's from Pulaski, Wisconsin. Also happens to be my neighbor. Great kid. We are back to the action here. Nice ball in the air. Gus Sokol with the lift. Philip Woodhouse with the reception. Elijah Valle, this one hits the deck. But that was Nathan Field doing a nice job sliding onto that one. Aiden Farrell gets this one out to Herbert Evans, who gets it wide to Tony Robinson, who's going to make one miss, but get repped up quickly by the other. Hayden Detige in a headlock going to the ground. Great positioning by the defensive tackler there, not to get called for that one, though. But Aiden Farrell exploits a gap. He's going to be off to the races. Jordan Sanderson hot on his tail, though, and he's got another one to beat on the outside. He does everything he can to keep this ball in, and it appears to do just that. Nope, it's going to be a knock-on. I thought they kept that ball in, and Maceo Cummins is about to dot down a try. Hayden Detige stepping off, did a great job. Terence James coming on. Try asking the AR. I already did. Time on the yellow is apparently 1 minute left on that one. Finally got that answer. So Iowa State will be back to full strength soon. As for now, they are in a scrum position where they're getting drove out of bounds and making the scrum half have no choice but to pick it up into touch. Huge scrum coming there. The few substitutions just stepping on to help there. Right now? 7 minutes in the game, dog. Yeah, no, he'll be fine. I'll tell him that. I'll talk to him. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. We are back in the action. Nothing missed. Nice line out, high ball there. And it's going to be another maul attempt by the Tritons. Tackler just kind of coming over the maul there to get the tackle. Play on, says the sir. Same situation for the last try scored. Let's see what the call is. That was another maul. It's going to be another pick and go. Nice chop down right at the line by Iowa State. Both teams up to full speed, full strength here. Ball going out wide. Aiden Farrell into the hands of Herbert Evans. He's going to be wrapped up well. Gus Sokol, head of steam, reaching out for the try line. The sir's looking. Going to go back to the offsides penalty. Advantage was killed there. And Iowa Central is going to elect to go for a scrum here, 5 meters out. I think all of you watching at home can imagine what these forwards are thinking. They want a team one dotted down. Look for a big drive all the way through the back of the try zone here if they can. We're going to see what the call is here. And it's going to be a penalty try for a wrapped around the head on the tackle. To be fair, Elijah Valle is about 5 foot tall. It's kind of hard to go low on a guy when you're 6'2". But penalty try awarded. 7 on the board for the Tritons. Got about 3.5 left in this one. Iowa State set to kick off. Nice high ball. Jordan Sanderson has had some really good kicks, really placed well, giving Iowa State a chance to steal them. That one was received off a lift. Dakota Southworth looking for a gap, finding 4 defenders. They've picked up on his tricks for the day. Tony Robinson has a guy outside. He's going to get it to Rati. Rati's going to get it settled down. Lane Prusner going to the inside shoulder on the defender there. Again, 3 or 4 meters after contact. Farrell gets this one out to Veal. Veal steps back to the inside again. Big gap, lots of grass. A pass to the Iowa State head coach, but he was scared of that one. Ant Frayne. Side dodged. And it's going to be a line out to Iowa State Cyclones here. Going to be a 4-man line out again for Iowa State. Scooped up well by Chuck after it dropped over the top. Gus Sokol running hard into contact for that one. A skip pass out to Tony Robbins. Juked every, but he passed it off to teammate Terence James there. Terence James getting a few minutes on this A-side match. And that's going to be the 8-man for Iowa State. 8-man for Iowa State, picking off a pass and taking it back 30 to finish this match off. 40-10. Pending conversion attempt. Just read that one. He read it perfect, honestly. I've seen him do that more often than not over the last 3 or 4 years of his career at Iowa State. He's done a very, very good job keeping Iowa State in matches. Conversion attempt successful. And 40-12 final. Very nice job, very hard hitting. Got a little scrappy in there, but what do you expect when you have a bunch of high quality players in one area? All right, for those of you watching at home, we are going to have another match after this, but for a few minutes here, we're going to take some time, get reset, get the other teams prepped, warmed up, ready to go, and then we will be back with you here. Terence James stepping up as captain, his first captaincy role. He has really showed out this fall, coming back as a sophomore. Reset in the scrum, little early engaging there from both sides. First look at your Triton lineup here. Looks like Cole Fuse at loose head prop. Big push there off the scrum. Alex Kinnick putting one down to start. Going to get wrapped up by the second, though. Not releasing the ball is the call. And Iowa State with an early penalty. He's going to be kicking for touch. He definitely punted in high school for football. That was a nice spiral down the sideline. Back to your lineup. Apologize for that. Coming in at number 1, Cole Fuse. Number 2, Mike McDaniel. Number 3, Gus Sokol. For your lock, we got Alex Pasa and LaDon Mathis. Flanks are, looks like George Brinda and Jaden Love. And coming in at 8-man is Alex Kinnick. You have already seen what he can do. Maul coming in here from Iowa State. Ball gets out the back. Nice early step there. And just a swarm of blue jerseys wrapping up the ball carrier. Jaden Love making a big tackle on the loose head prop there. LaDon Mathis going to get called for the high tackle. Penalty advantage to the Cyclones. Ball going to get out wide. Lanes are open. Penalty advantage still on, says the sir. And a break by the fly half on the inside. 4 minutes in, Iowa State's going to have a 5-0 advantage with a chance to kick for post straight out. A few penalty advantages there. Iowa Central's going to need to make some adjustments. Straight through, conversion successful. 7-0, Cyclones have the advantage. So, quick strike here by the Cyclones. Chris Santos kicking off. A nice high ball. It's going to give plenty of time to get underneath this. Mike McDaniel going to scoop that one up. He really showed out in the last scrimmage for the Tritons. He's going to get a start in this second match before that. Knock on by Gus Sokol there. Alex Kennick with the tackle, and it's going to be a scrum advantage with a scrum down awarded to Iowa State. And it's going to be a bent arm penalty, or bent arm awarded to Iowa State. Free kick. Tap and go. Not 100% sure. Might have been not releasing. Hands in the ruck, something of that sort. It's going to be a penalty against Iowa Central. Kick for touch, finds the ground early and scooped up by the boys in blue. Good defensive line speed there. It's going to drop Mike McDaniel for a loss on meters. Santos gets this one out. It's going to find the ground. Rati Ramashvili fending off. Terence James getting cleared out. Zach Bletch finally gets it off to Santos, who gets it to Alex Pasa, who's going to get wrapped up hard. Apologize, that's not Chris Santos. That is Chris Stanback. I am so sorry. Been messing that up for the last 7 minutes and 34 seconds. Gus Sokol finally getting settled in there. Zach Bletch is going to need to fix that throw. Time off. Already going to be talking to the captains. Seems like there might have been a few extracurriculars in the tackle area. Head referee's going to squash that right away early on. And we're going to call it a scrum down to the Tritons. Get back to it here. Zach Bletch playing 9. Going to have to put it on the scrum. Fly half today is Chris Stanback, not Chris Santos. I apologize again for that. Scrum stolen by Iowa State with a nice hook Ooh. Big rock by Iowa Central. And it's gonna be called a diving over there. Penalty awarded to Iowa State. A nice line drive. It's a just fine touch. Maximum distance gained from that one. Gonna be about 30 meters from dead center field. Playing 11 today for the Tritons is Drayvon Strickland. Stepping in at 12, your Andrew captain, Terence James. 13 is Rati Ramashvili. 14 is JG. I'm sorry, 13 is... 14 is actually Dylan Heiselman, and 15 is JG. But right now, it's a battle of the forwards, making tackles. Mike McDaniel wrapping the legs on that one. Dakota Summers back on after an early substitution. Quick tap and go after that, another penalty. Big battle in the forward packs here early on. Held up, says the serve. 5-meter scrum to the offense. That'll be Iowa State with the put. Yeah, it was held up. The little bit of confusion. Teams might have thought there was a penalty there, but it's actually a scrum down. Another penalty advantage for Iowa State. Terence James, a huge hit and a strip there. It's going to lead back to a killed advantage and a penalty to Iowa State. See what they elect to do here. And it's a tap and go to the loose head. Gus Sokol with the charge there. An Iowa State player on the ground. That's why play has stopped here. I think that might be the loose head prop. I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me. I will let you know when I know. Great defensive line speed by the Tritons there. It's going to keep them out of the try zone for now. Good scoop up there by the center for the Cyclones. Ooh. Looks like that might be a high tackle penalty advantage against Iowa State. That's a third or fourth penalty inside the zone. Looks like a yellow card. Yellow card given. Tritons are going to be down a man for 10 minutes here. That was the loose head prop and lineout thrower. It's going to be a big loss. Ball lost. Another penalty advantage for the Cyclones. Mike McDaniel coming out hard there. It looks like it might have been held up again, so it's going to be another scrum down to Iowa State at the 5-meter line. A big fight in the trenches here for the forwards of both squads. Iowa Central praying for a stolen scrum here. And instead they get a penalty against them. I apologize. That was Chris Standbeck with the first missed tackle. And that's going to be just enough room for Iowa Central to dot that one down. Or Iowa State to dot that one down. I apologize. Going to be 12-0 pending conversion attempt. But what a battle it was by both teams. Penalties conceded and a yellow card for the Tritons. A nice boot. Lost his footing but found the points. That's going to be 2 more on the board for the Cyclones. Cyclones up 14-0. .22 minutes left in this one. Chris Stanbeck, nice high kick. Little miscommunication there by the Cyclones on who was going to grab it, but they do retain possession. Ooh, big team tackle there. Looked like Mike McDaniel and Jaden Love. Terence James in the open field. Not as open as he thought it was. That's going to be offsides on him. Iowa State's going to kick for touch here.
Hey, Mike, you got first guy. Hey, get ready, get ready. Ready, 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 up!
Play on the call there after a direct pass. Oh. Oof. Chris Stanbeck taking a heck of a shot there after the knock-on. Oof. He's up. He's walking that one off. Stanbeck, a business major, hailing from Greenwich, Connecticut. He did play a semester at Iona College before transferring to the Iowa Central Powerhouse. And he is a big fan of Josh Turner music. Fun fact about him. He is going to stay in this one, shook it off. Back on the defense. Let's see how Terence James. Terence James said, "Give me that ball." And give it to him they did. Dylan Heiselman looking for any sort of lane on the outside to get something going. Iowa Central's going to get this one settled in. LaDon Mathis. Taking that one in. Stanbeck gets this one out to Ratti. Strong stepper, but a nice job by Iowa State to reel it in. Hype Beast slipped a little bit before that one. And that's going to be a turnover. Tackle finally made there. Maul called, though, before it was. That was a maul. There was no need to release there, but they did. That's going to be another maul. Just a reminder, in a maul, the ball is neutral. Nobody is allowed possession, ownership of the ball. But a penalty was called. My guess is probably for offsides in the maul. And a kick for post coming to make this a 3-score game. Just a reminder that the ball is live off a penalty kick attempt. That means if it does not go through the uprights, it does not go out of the field of play, the ball is in live play. Off the post and doesn't go through, it's a live ball. So keep that in mind here. And just like that, Oh, and a mistake there by the freshman. Dotted down, but not before he stepped out of the try zone, stepped back in, and put it down. So that is going to be a turnover and a 5-meter scrum to Iowa State. Oof. This one may prove to be costly. Big push by the Cyclones, looking to run this one in. A nice gator roll there is going to clear out the ruck. And a swarm of blue jerseys on the defensive line. Mike McDaniel, Jaden Love, and Dalton Summers coming in for a team tackle. Alex Pasa getting hands on first. Had some support come in there. It's Jaden Love again. He has done a nice job so far. Knock forward. Iowa Central gets the call. It's going to be a scrum down to blue. Yes, that was a beautiful right hook. To punch out the ball.
You ever watch the NFL?
Huh?
You ever watch the NFL?
Yeah, that's what I said, to punch out the ball.
Yeah. That was the second right hook I saw. I just happened to hit him in the face.
It's going to be a scrum down to Iowa Central here. Reset, says the sir. Going to give us a little bit of time to spotlight a few players here. We're going to take a look at Gus Sokol playing tight head prop. He has played literally almost everywhere on the field for the Tritons over the last year and this year. And today he's at tight head prop. He is a fire science major out of Westland, Oregon. It's his brother's birthday today, so if Gus's brother's watching, happy birthday. He was part of that D1AA National Title Championship team last year. He played in the playoffs for us at wing and lock, doing a fantastic job. He also happens to like fruit snacks, so that's a pretty fun detail. That is George Brenda. Doing a great job. Came here as a backline player and stepping in at flank nicely. George Brenda, another freshman on this deep squad here. He's going for his AA at Iowa Central and hailing out of Albert Lee, Minnesota. It's not too far. Not too far from Fort Dodge, maybe about 2 hours, 2.5, roughly. He's currently in the Army National Guard. So thank him for his service if you ever see him out there. And speaking of Gus Sokol, playing everywhere from wing to lock, that is a tight head prop for the day, off and running to the races, and he's going to have himself that almost an 80-meter try. Gus Sokol, wing prop, length flock, doing a nice job. Going to dot that one in. Five on the board for the Tritons, and they are not out of this one. Let's go back to that front row while Chris Stanbeck sent up for this kick here. Mike McDaniel really showed up in the last scrimmage, came out strong, made a lot of big plays, and that's got him the start here today. He is an HVAC major here for Iowa Central. Hailing to us just down Highway 20 over in Waterloo, Iowa. He was a high school state championship in sevens. Iowa only has 7s, but his team did win the high school state championship. One of the years he was there, he's done a nice job stepping up. On the other side of that is Cole Fuse. Conversion unsuccessful there by Stanback. He had a difficult lineup there. So it's going to remain 5-14. Going back to the loose head prop, Cole Fuse. He is a welding major out of Glenwood, Iowa. He's been playing rugby for about 3 years now. He's done a nice job since coming onto campus. Let's get the locks here. LaDon Mathis, criminal justice major, also known as Hype Beast, from Withrow High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. And apparently he spends a lot of money on clothes he should not buy. So if his parents are watching, I would limit or cut off his allowance for that, especially for that being his fun fact. Sorry to tell you that, Hype Beast. Back to the action here. Iowa State about to kick off. And a deep kick. Somebody's got to get that. And Dylan Heiselman steps up. Ooh, steps up into a clothesline. And a violent yellow card, or a violent high tackle. There's going to be a yellow card. Fair game. Iowa Central had one of those earlier in the line, so consistency on the ref there. Just got a little excited on that one. It didn't look intentional, but it definitely happened. Stand back with a line drive. Going to find touch right about midfield. The other lock who's also in this line. Oh, he's not in this line. He's going to step into the back line. That is Alex Passek coming back. Bronx, New York. He actually played prop in high school. Lost a lot of weight since leaving high school and getting here. And he stepped into the lock role. He's done a nice job. Very consistent player. Speaking of consistent, that one was consistently straight to their team. So that's going to be a not straight call on the line out. An option for line or scrum, and Iowa State selects a scrum. Speaking of scrums, scrums have a couple flanks. Let's take a look at them. Dalton Summers is one of the flanks out there right now. He is an education major. He actually is from Fort Dodge, Iowa, right here, hometown boy. His family owns Rides. They got the best burgers in town, so stop on out there if you're ever in the Fort Dodge area. They are delicious. Highly recommend the 64 Impala. The other flank on the other half here is Jaden Love, and he's done a nice job. He plays all over the field, but he is stepping into his role at flank nicely. He is HVAC major, and he is also from Withrow High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ball lost, and it's going to be held up. Not held up, I apologize. It's going to be held onto by Iowa State on the ground. And they are back on offense. Mike McDaniel with another tackle. LaDon Mathis charging hard, getting the tackle in the backfield. Jaden Love doing the same. Kick coming. Bounces in. JG did scoop it up into infield. Feet step just over the line, and it's going to be a line out to Iowa State. Assistant referee right on top of the action caught that one. Not straight call against Iowa State. Option for a scrum or line out. And it will be a scrum down. A little trouble finding the mark here, but it is going to get settled. Let's take a highlight. Alex Kinnick did start this matchup at 8-man. He is out, injured early. He is a criminal justice hailing from Penn High School in Indiana. He did go to. He's got some experience playing 15s. Kinnick does. As this ball travels across the field here, some open field. JG looking to make up for his mistake, and Dylan Heiselman. He's going to get wrapped up. Ball retained. Ruck one, and Iowa State looking to get something going. Jaden Love running hard. Hard indeed. He's going to be off to the races. He's going to look to get this one as close to center as possible before he dots it down. That's 5 on the board. Jaden Love stepping up, making a play. Great job there. 10-14 pending conversion attempt. 5 left in this first half. And that's how you forget the last play and play the next one. JG got that one, made a few steps, had a guy miss, created an overload on the outside for Heiselman, and eventually Jaden Love taking it to the house from 50 out. Absolutely great job there. Taking one last look to size this one up. Flags stay down. 10-14 is the tally. Down by 4. Continuing on with our highlights here. Stepping up at number 9, Zach Bletch today. He is a welding major here at Iowa Central. Another one of those majors that you can't really get too many places. We are fortunate to be blessed with the options here. Rochester, Minnesota is the home for him. He has played with Brotherhood Rugby. And he is a true Minnesota boy, splitting wood and ice fishing, a couple of his hobbies. A nice deep ball into the hands of Chris Stanbeck. Looking for a kick back from behind the 22. It will be a line out to Iowa State. Coming up here. Iowa State did come out victorious from that lineup, but they lost 15 meters in the process. Just a swarm of blue coming from the line out. And that's going to be an obstruction call. Touch before 10, but it's in the hands of Rati Ramashvili. Good clean out there believe that was Terence James and LaDon Mathis coming for the clean out. Mike McDaniel running hard. Ball stolen, but it's going to be. Let's see what the original call is going to be here. And it's going to be not back 10. Not back 10. There was contact on an attempted tackle there about 4 meters after the mark. Good heads-up play there by Chris Stanbeck. Take the tap and go quick. Stanbeck with the kick for touch. He's going to put him about 7 meters out from the try zone with a minute left in this. Overthrow received by Iowa State. They're going to get themselves out of a jam there. Kick coming. Wall being built. That ball is definitely out. A high ball. 2 guys hunting. Chris Stanbeck with the take. He's going to get it out to Rati Ramashvili. He's off to the races. Mike McDaniel taking this one in, and it's going to be a penalty advantage for offsides. Let's see what the call is. And kick for post finally decided there. A lot of debate on best option to take with time off to end the second half. Just a reminder, the ball is live. Stanbeck slots. End of half. 13-14 pending conversion, or going into the halftime here.
Is anyone in the truck? Is anyone in the truck? Hank?
You gotta hold the button if you're gonna talk to him. Yeah.
Hank, Rusty, anyone?
He's saying, what do you want? No, he's. Tell him what you want.
Hey, do you want me to come down?
Halftime here, solid first half. Iowa State seemed to have had the upper hand for the first 25 minutes or so. Iowa Central answered back well, with a couple breakaway tries and a PK to end the half. 13-14 is your tally.
Switch out? Yeah. What? He told me at half. That's what he told me at the end of the last game.
They're either over there or they left.
Well, you guys did something way different this year. You guys went,
Yeah, we figured out what you guys were doing.
what is it?
You guys run that inside line so much, they just shut it down.
Like, even in the
And then we figured out that your centers are your two best players on the field, so we shut them down the best we could. I mean, it's hard to shut down monsters, but that helped us.
Bro, it's the jersey.
That was
I
a
made it
terrible
through-
decision.
I made it through the line one time. I felt someone holding on to my jersey. I hate that. Or Blues jerseys.
Yeah.
Fucking hold that to him when he was feeling it.
Yeah, I was like, you literally have 12 players you should pull right now. That's not one of them. You guys, I mean, you guys were 3-on-5 on the outside. You got beat, but you were 3-on-5. Yeah, you still held the line for a while. Like,
What happened to you guys this other 13? The 13 you guys have playing today is
oh, we're missing a bunch of guys. We're missing. We don't have our fly. We don't have our fullback. We don't have our 13. We're missing probably
from what? There's random shit. Like Cheeto left.
injuries, grades. Cheeto left again.
Yes, that's what he told me. He said he missed a team meeting. Now someone.
Switched our structure up and it's just done really well. But the wing that was out here is Xavier Ellis. I'm not sure where he is. He might be on the other side. No. Yeah, spelled with an X. But just he's a little dude, but he's just when your hips are like your waist is like 4 inches narrower than your shoulders and your hips, like you did something well. Back to the action here. Chris Stanbeck with a sky-high ball. LaDon Mathis getting a hand on there, slap it back. And this is going to end up being Triton ball with a penalty advantage, I believe. Ooh, Jaden Love bounced off the chest, kept it in though. We're going to go to the scrum advantage for the knock-on by Iowa State. Big drive by Iowa State in the scrum there is going to lead to a fumbling ball. And a clean one poached by Iowa State. Iowa State back on the offense here. Not 100% sure the call, but all I heard was no, and a whistle. So we're going to have a penalty advantage to Iowa State. Kick for touch, finds it. Maximum distance on that one. Iowa State knock on the door again.
Well, there's 6 minutes left on this, so maybe next out of bounds, switch it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
As long as you do it quick. I mean, we don't have much choice, do we? Why don't they run a power forward? What's Javi doing?
He was supposed to switch it out.
Of course it was. Nice line out. Iowa Central tried not to engage. Sir said they already had, though, so it's going to be a maul here. And I believe it's going to be an offsides advantage in the maul to Iowa State. Penalty advantage still stands, and it's going to be a kick through. Iowa State taps and goes. Big rambling, tumbling man. Gains about 15 after contact there. Penalty awarded to Iowa State. A little bit of deja vu here. Iowa Central needs to get a little more disciplined deep in their own territory. Ball lost forward. Fortunate mistake for the Tritons, unfortunate for the Cyclones. It's going to be a scrum down to blue. Zach Bletch swarmed immediately by the opposing scrum half. Stanbeck with a kick for clearance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a little bit of a technical issue here. We're going to have to change the battery out, so you're going to lose feed for a minute, but we will be right back. In the meantime, audio should keep running. And we're back. That was a very quick change out. Nice job. Shout out to the cameraman here. Iowa Central TV radio production program stepping up and giving you a live feed for this one. Maul coming from Iowa State. Not engaging, obstruction called. Iowa Central read that one like a book. Chris Stanbeck with the heads-up play. Tried to kick it ahead. Advantage lost, though, off the penalty, and it's going to be... It's going to be the not 10 again. Stanbeck really exploiting that one here today. So not 10 off the original penalty. Another back 10 for the Tritons, and Stanbeck kicking for touch. Finds it well. Low ball by Cole Fuse there. Knocked on by Iowa State. Eventually scooped up by Mike McDaniel, who would have had quite the lane to run there. Whistle blown before he got it, though. Big fight by the scrum halves here. Ball does come out clean. Rati Ramashvili, step in one. It's going to take 3 tacklers to get that man down on the ground. Stanbeck gets it out to JG, and they're saying it was off his foot, kicked forward, play on. So they're going to say that was not a knock-on. And, in fact, went straight down, went right off his foot. Play on. Iowa State has possession here. LaDon Mathis with a big clear out. A gap in the backfield. Drevon Sticklin. An unlucky bounce. Made it just out of reach. It's going to be a line out to Iowa Central. Finally got that sorted out. It turns out Iowa State Central is throwing in. Nice front ball there. Jaden Love with the reception up top. Mike McDaniel's going to get this one. He's going to run into contact. He has a strong base on him. They're saying he was the tackler. He did not show a release of the tackle, so it's going to be a penalty awarded to Iowa Central. Stanbeck kicking for touch. This one's going to stay in. Alex Pasa finally making the tackle. A lot of sloppy possession play, but eventually settles out. Iowa State gets the ruck. Ball lost again to Dalton Summers. That ball is out. That was a lot of ball on the ground. And we're going to have time off for injury here. Speaking of substitution, Jacob Laird, culinary arts major, hailing from Fort Dodge, is stepping on to sub for Gus Sokol. Terence James running that one into contact, got it off to Rati Ramashvili. Gets it off to Jeju, gets it back to Zach Bletch, who's going to lose this one forward. And Iowa State will have the scrum advantage. Jaden Love will not be fended off. He's going to get the tackle there. Scrummy pick and go. Almost got away with it. Did get about 5 or 6 meters from it, though. A big scrum or a big blowout in the ruck there. That was Chris Stanbeck, I believe. Not sure what the call was, but it is a penalty against Iowa Central. And Iowa State sitting about a little over 30 out and inside the 15-meter mark. He's going to kick for post, he says. Try to bump this lead up to 4. While he's sizing this up, we're going to take a look at a few more players here. Jacob Blair just stepping on, culinary arts major from Fort Dodge. This is his 3rd year playing rugby, and when the Fort Dodge Stags started, that is the high school team here. When they started up, he started playing right away for them. Ball is live. And ball is lost forward. Zach Bletch there going to be the knock-on offender. Be a 5-meter scrum to Iowa State. Your captain for the day for the Tritons is Terence James. He is a fire science major, hailing from Jacksonville, Florida. Played high school rugby alongside Tony Robinson, who you saw in the last match. And him and Tony were on the only undefeated Florida high school state championship team to ever play down there. So that is a fun fact between these two. And that is Uncle Terrence for most. Comes from quite the athletic family. He's got 2 brothers, one of them being a twin. They all play collegiate sports. So shout out to them for that. Shout out to Mama Nancy down there as well. I know she's watching. Done a great job with these boys. Terrence is a great kid. He's done a very, very nice job this fall stepping up and earning this spot as a captain for this match. That was a Iowa State try, though. That's going to make it 13-19, pending conversion attempt. Sub coming on. Dalton Summers did a nice side of work in today. Deontay Bailey stepping in for him. Another difficult conversion, conversion attempt here. Just wide right. Conversion unsuccessful. 6-point lead for the Cyclones right now. Just before kickoff here, we're going to be switching another battery out. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Fortunately for you guys, though, you still get to listen to my absolutely beautiful voice. It is my best quality. And we are back in the action. You did not miss much. Kickoff received well by Iowa State. LaDon Mathis and Deontay Bailey. Deontay Bailey just subbing on just now. Already making an impact. A big hit there. And it's going to be a not releasing the ball. Rati Ramashvili gets it out to Mike Daniel on a quick tap and go. Ball is out and a big hunt by the Cyclone. That's going to be hands in the ruck. Diving over to pick up the ball. And it looks like a kick for post coming. This would cut the deficit back down to 3 points.
I need a new battery. We don't have any batteries up here that are charged. Go get one.
You're okay. Camera is off. I apologize for that, guys. Chris Stanbeck is lining up. It is a PK, so the ball is live if it doesn't go through the post or out of the field of play. And it does slot through. That's 3 more on the board for your Tritons. 16-19 is the tally here. Just a little over 21 minutes left to play. Everybody's a little gassed, just walking back. Iowa State's going to be set to kick off here.
IC ball, yeah? IC ball. Let's go. George.
A deep kick into the hands of Chris Stanbeck. Gets an offload to Jacob Laird. He's going to settle it. They are outside of the 22. An offload there to LaDon Mathis. He is rumbling and tumbling forward. And it's going to be a penalty against Iowa State, not rolling away. Deontay Bailey got the offload. Chris Stanbeck with the kick through. He's also on the hunt for the tackle. Ball flying all over the place. Rati Ramashvili diving in, securing it for the Tritons. Let's see what the call is here. There was bodies lying everywhere in that ruck. I believe he's going to get, probably going to get charged for not rolling away. And it is going to be a back 10 against Iowa State. They're going to say that the ball wasn't able to be placed due to an Iowa State player not rolling away. Tough call there. He was pretty stuck. So Iowa State with another opportunity here, about 7 meters out from the try zone, down by 3. Camera should be back and working, so if it is not working on your feed at home, try resetting it.
Yes, Jared! Yes, Jared!
And it looks like a scrum advantage from a knock-on. So it will now be an Iowa Central scrum down, about 10 meters out. Rati Ramashvili looking for a lane. He's going to make one miss. Going to make 2 miss. He's going to find the try zone. A beautiful pick and go by the scrum half there. Rati Ramashvili gotten it down. Going to give the Tritons their first lead of this matchup. 21-19, pending conversion attempt. Rati came in looking to compete at the scrum half position for the A side. Elijah Valle did a very nice job securing that one up, but Rati Ramashvili has a lot to offer on the field, so he ends up playing wing, center, just to get him on the pitch, and he always does a great job showing out. He is a marketing major here at Iowa Central. He's from Bayonne, New Jersey. Originally, though, he is from the country of Georgia. He did move to the U.S. about 9 years ago. And thankfully for us, we love to have him here. Yeah, he's another freshman making an impact. And Chris Stanbeck, it wasn't pretty, but it certainly got through. That's going to be a 4-point lead for the Tritons now. 23-19 is the tally. So Iowa Central set to receive here.
Right there, right there, right there. No, up.
High ball real wide. James. James K. subbing in for the last 15 minutes of this matchup. He's going to make an impact. He's in the first 3 tackles since he came on the field. Iowa State is securing it, though. Big tackle in the open field by Terrence there, but the offload did get out. Jaden Love's going to wrap that one up with the assist from Clifton Patterson. And LaDon Mathis coming in with a huge ruck. Ball lost forward by Iowa State, picked up by Iowa Central. It's going to be a scrum advantage to the Tritons. And nothing's going to come of that tackle. Scrum advantage to the Tritons. Advantage called. It will be a scrum down to blue. Huge counter ruck coming in there from LaDon Mathis. Rotzi got that ball out there in the hands of Clifton Patterson. JG lost that ball in the contact, and it's going to be a scrum down to Iowa State. And that is JG. That is John. I can't ever pronounce his last name. I know one of the letters is silent, so I'm going to go with Goner. Or Goner. I think he's got 2 P's that are silent in there, so I apologize if I butchered that, but that is JG. We just call him that. He is a TV and radio broadcasting student, so the same guys that are putting this on, we got one of them out there on the field right now. He played for the Southside Irish, and apparently his uncle is the #1 John Lennon impersonator in the world, so fun fact for you there. We're going to get back to the action. That's a little forward, but not called, so play on. Big counter rucks coming in all over. Good clear out by Iowa State there. Kick downfield. JG received this one well. He's got some wheels on him if he can find open space. Tries to get an offload out, but he got it out a little too late. Iowa State's going to have possession again deep inside Triton territory. Triton's only up by 4. Just a reminder for those of you watching at home, if you don't have video, try resetting it. And logging back in. We did have a couple issues with the camera, but we are up and running again. Another tackle by Mike McDaniel there. Cade Laird tried counter-rucking, but his counter-rucking was not legal. So it's going to be a penalty advantage to the Cardinal and Gold. Advantage killed, penalty given, back 10 blue. He just taps in and takes it in himself. Scrum half alone there. LaDon Mathis making first contact. Not getting the tackle, though. Ball carrier is going to get an extra 3 or 4 meters after carry. James K. Just being a bully on the front line. Nice little run there, but wet well by the Tritons. Let's see what the call is here. They're close. They're knocking on the door for sure. Just a reminder, the rule was changed. Touching the pad post is not a try. I'm not sure what's going on there. It looks like Tritons might have the ball. They look like they're playing in the try zone. I'm not sure where we're at. Held up is the call. Not 100% sure. Oh, we're going to go back to the penalty advantage from a while ago.
How long do you get advantage for?
Hit him! You have to hit him!
Little confusion there. Eventually it's going to get settled. LaDon Mathis making the tackle there. It's going to be another penalty advantage to Iowa State. We're going to go back to it. Back 10 for Blue.
Hit him!
Jaden Love with first wrap there. Ball stolen. Iowa Central with the ball. That was LaDon Mathis with the poach. Stanbeck with the kick. It's going to be a line drive. And it's going to put him right about the 40. Digging out of territory. Line out to the Cardinal and Gold.
Ready, up!
Successful line out by Iowa State. Terence James on the hunt. A little fumble in the backfield for the Cyclones.
Ball's out! Roll out and go back in again.
Another big tackle by Jaden Love. He's really showing his value on defense here. He's in on another one with a poach. That ball's out. And they're going to say penalty advantage to Iowa State, not 10. So it's going to be another penalty advantage for Iowa State here. Ball lost. Double whistle. Might have been some extracurricular there. It's going to be a kick for touch here. That ball's going to stay in the hands of Chris Stanbeck, and he's going to kick back. Substitution coming on for the Cyclones with 5 minutes left in this matchup. And it will be a Cardinal and Gold line out on the 22. Tritons up by 4. The only lead they've held today. George Brenda doing a nice job getting in the front of that one. Mike McDaniel again with another tackle. Almost picked off, but instead an extra 4 meters gained there by the Iowa State player. Ball's going to be sent wide here. A kick over the top. And it rolls out the back of the try zone. It's going to be a 22-meter drop. Okay, maybe it's not a 22 drop. I guess it's a scrum down. And a collapsed scrum down at that. Time off. Injured player. They're going to need a sub.
Hey, Gus, you're at 8. James, you're at loose.
Deontay Bailey stepping off.
Blair, other side. Blair.
Gus Sokol stepping on for the last 3 minutes here. Ratzi Ramashvili gets this one out to Stanbeck. Gets it to Clifton Patterson. Head of steam on him. He's going to get wrapped up by a few. Tritons need to worry about retaining ball possession here. James Carey running hard. Gets one off to Jacob Laird. He's going to get stripped again. Ball straight backwards, though. Jaden Love running hard into this one.
Go down, set the run. Go down.
Ball finally gets settled. Gus Sokol.
Stand back. Orange. Hey, set the run. Stand back. Orange.
Gets this one out to Mike McDaniel. The entire bench for the Tritons calling for pick and goes. And everybody but the scrum half hears it. Oh.
Stand back, slow. Hey. Orange. Slow down. Look at the clock. Slow down. Just tap it. Punch. Tap it. Tap no. Great. No.
No. Oh. George Brenda with the look here. Ball poached. Less than a minute to go. Tritons up by 4. Iowa State with the ball knocking on the door. And it's going to be a kick through. Ratzi Ramashvili on the hunt. So is an Iowa State winger. It's going to be a back 10 against Iowa Central. Iowa State's knocking on the door here. Try awarded, 20 seconds remaining. Sir does hold official time, so we're going to see how that looks. And Iowa State sounds like they're getting back to receive a kick here, so there must be more time on the clock on the Sir's watch. My guess would probably be about a minute remaining. But Cyclones up by 1. Pending conversion attempt here. Kick goes wide left. It's 24-23. Nope, that is time off. That is game. That's game. 24-23, Cyclones steal it at the buzzer. Disappointing loss for your Tritons here. Had the ball with about a minute left in it. Gave it up. Congrats to the Cyclones. If I do recall, all the years that Iowa Central and Iowa State has played, this is the first match that the Cyclones have won. Shout out to them. They definitely had quite a performance today. Were able to sneak it out at the end. Iowa Central TV and radio production program, thank you again. Director there, Rusty McNeil, students volunteering their time here. We really appreciate the opportunity to bring you a live feed if you're watching at home, as well as the recording that you're able to watch later. I am Daniel Peafish, I'm voice of the Tritons, and we are going to be signing off here.
Want me to pack up the camera? Alright, sounds good.